What's going on, everybody? This is Jailbreak Weekly, episode number 15. My name is Andy Hoff. I have my co-host with me today, Justin Wack. What's going on, Justin?
I win!
Someone's excited about not being last.
I win!
We also have David Burns.
Yo, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
Doing all right, you know. Yeah, it's been very, very active lately. We've seen, of course, the jailbreak last week for 9.0.2.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And,
7.
yes, I don't know why I said that. I guess I'm still on iOS 7 in my head, but then we also saw 9.1 just a couple days ago, which patched the jailbreak, which is kind of ridiculous, but
Andy,
either
I know
way,
you have a strong opinion about this, how it only lasted a week.
yes. Okay. So first, just in case any of you guys didn't know, yes, 9.1 came out on Wednesday, in the middle of the day. We were kind of expecting it, but I was hoping it wasn't going to happen. But either way, it patches the jailbreak. And the reason this happened so quickly was because Pengu saw this ahead. They knew that their exploits that they had would be patched in 9.1, so they dropped their jailbreak for 9.0.x, which made perfect sense, and that's a great decision on their part. It's just a little disappointing that it only lasted for 1 week. But you know what? I'm glad to have it in the first place, because when iOS 9 came out, we didn't even know how long it was going to be. So I'm just happy to be jailbroken. It's a little disappointing, though.
Yeah, and maybe Ty G will come up with something for 9.0. I mean,
Let's hope
at this
so.
point, we really don't know who's going to come up with something. It could
Yeah.
do again, but at this point, we really don't know.
And also,
You know-
9.0.2 is still being signed. Sorry. to interrupt.
Yeah. Well, as of oh crap, what time is
As of-
it? It is
October 23rd.
as of October 23rd, 9:54 Mountain Standard Time. Yes, 9.0.2 is still being signed. Now,
Sponsorship break, okay? There is a tutorial down below in the description,
Oh
courtesy
my
of Ultimate
God.
iDevice Vids, which happens to be the YouTube channel that I am the producer for. Actually, in fact, actually, just like own the whole thing, and I run the whole thing, so make sure to check that out. All right,
Yes,
return to your
seamless
normal programming.
production. We already know that both me and Andy run YouTube channels. Mine is Apple Attack, and
oh, look at that! You hypocrite! Oh
I
my!
had to get my promotion
I'm just
somewhere
blown
too.
away. You guys have no shame. I'm
But
blown
yeah,
away
but
by
anyways,
this.
I have a downgrade tutorial. So if you
This
want to
is- this
downgrade
is-
from 9.1 to 9.0.2, so long as the setting window is still open, you can follow that video. I'll put it in the description down
This
below.
is disgraceful, shameless promotion right here.
No, but
Uh,
I mean, and this has to be talked about too, because there is a way to downgrade if you're
Your
on.
your channels have to be talked about.
Well,
No, I'm
hey,
saying this
people
video.
like to have a video tutorial.
Yeah.
I just happen to have made one. So.
Yeah, I really need the visual cues.
Well.
Yeah. And anyway, yeah. So I mean, look, it's really similar to where we were 2 weeks ago before the jailbreak drop for iOS 9. You know, we're like, we have no clue what's going on. As always, if there's any rumors, we will keep you guys posted. And of course, if jailbreak comes out, we will keep you guys posted as well.
Yeah. But I mean,
think
it's different in a way because there's been, you know, now the community is active, which is
Yeah. And in fairness, the community was slightly active before, just not as.
right.
It's almost like the community is like this bear that hibernates in the summer instead of the winter, and and then a jailbreak comes out and it's like roar, and then it's like boom.
Yeah,
That's
it just
true. That's
randomly
very
wakes
true.
up when the jailbreak comes out, and then it wants food. So
Wakes up at
exactly.
3 a.m. on a Wednesday night.
yeah,
Yeah.
just a random time every single jailbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It tends to do that, but yeah. So
We
I
call
mean,
that the jailbreak bear.
the jailbreak bear. That is our episode title, I think, for
Yeah.
this week. The
Yeah,
jailbreak bear.
that's a good title.
So interesting. So I want to kind of get into iOS 9. Is there anything? Oh, actually, before we get into regular iOS 9, one thing I do want to add: any developers out there, I do have a tweak request. Could you please bring the middle finger emoji back to 9.0.2, please?
That's actually, and to answer that, that's actually on a list of a certain developer. I think there's this guy named PoomSmart, I think, who.
Oh yeah, I
is
follow.
very- yeah. So he actually, back when I think it was 8.3 brought some new emojis over.
Yes.
That was happening.
Yes.
Or did
I remember that.
Reddit to 8.0, I think, and 8.0 point
Well,
whatever.
yeah, it was back to 8.1. That was what it was. From 8.3
Yeah,
to
right.
8.1.
I just want the middle finger emoji. Like oh man, you know,
Yeah.
because like right now I have to copy and paste it, and it's kind of annoying if I want to send it to people, because like I have to copy and paste it, and it'd be nice to just have it in the emoji keyboard.
And also, yeah, you can't see it too, which is disappointing.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
But hey, hopefully that comes. But so iOS 9 jailbreak. It's been a crazy week and a half, has it not?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. There's been tons of updates, tons of you know, I mean, you know, like a decent amount of new tweaks. There hasn't been that many new tweaks,
Yeah.
which has been a little surprising, but I think
Well,
things are steadily picking back up. But
speaking,
yeah, lots of
yeah.
updates, lots of stuff.
Speaking in terms of updates, I opened up Cydia, you know, after not opening it up on my main device in a few days. I had like 9 updates.
Oh yeah, I know.
So
It's crazy how much stuff is being updated, but how little stuff is actually being created.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
well, and you know what? The main tweaks, some of the main tweaks, unfortunately, have yet to receive iOS 9 compatibility fully, which is something that we're still kind of waiting on. So I think as time progresses, obviously, more and more tweaks are going to start having iOS 9 compatibility. But
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Blatant promotion. I forgot. So.
oh god. Oh, here we go.
No, Andy.
Here we go.
Andy. Hey, Andy.
Yes.
Andy.
Yes.
Guess what I have to say to that?
Are you sending me the middle finger emoji?
Guess what I have to say to your blatant promotion, Andy?
Well, I didn't even do it yet. Okay.
Guess what I have to say to it?
I have a video up. Top 10 tweaks compatible.
For those listening, I just muted Andy.
And it looks like he might stay on mute.
Wait, did I even get my promotion in, or did you guys cut me off before?
Yeah, totally. Right, David? He got it in, right?
Okay, I have a
think
video on the top 10 Cydia tweaks for iOS 9. Boom. Done it. It's over. And we are moving on.
Justin muted. Okay, never mind.
Oopsies. I tried to mute Andy, and it didn't really work.
You know what? If it's useful to people, why not? Well, either way. Moving on, yes.
It seems like a lot more is being updated, a lot less is being created.
Right, definitely.
In terms of tweaks. What do you guys have currently installed right now?
I have a lot of stuff because, I mean, I've been working on videos and stuff, so I got tons and tons of tweaks on my phone.
There's a shameless promotion again.
Okay, I didn't even promote a video there. I just, mentioned that I have a YouTube channel, because it's true. I've been installing lots of tweaks, but...
I know,
yeah.
I was kidding around with you, I know.
So I get a lot of stuff. So of course I have Activator, which is now publicly available, compatible, which is awesome. Shout out to Ryan Petrich for making that compatible. Of course, Barrel, awesome. I mean, that's a staple for me. Barry C8. This is a tweak that basically lets you put apps on your lock screen. You drag them down to the bottom, and then you could basically touch ID straight into that particular app. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a really great tweak. Just basically lets you launch apps from the lock screen in a really nice animation and all that. And then I have CC Quick Pro for iOS 9, which basically gives you control over Control Center. You could add custom toggles, add apps to the bottom, just customize everything. Date and status bar just puts the date alongside the time up at the top of the status bar. Force color, which changes the blurred background for 3D touch images to the color of the app.
Wow, you have a lot of tweaks.
I'll skip a few here. Harlem Shake, like you said. iFile, Medusa, which is split screen for all devices, which is super awesome. It's the slide over from the iPad. Medusa ports that over to iPhones, which is great. Speed Intensifier does speed up animation, swipe selection, Tage, which basically lets you close apps just by swiping, and Virtual Home, which basically lets you use the Touch ID sensor as the home button as opposed to actually clicking it in. So a lot of this stuff I don't keep on there. It's just for review, but yeah, lots of stuff. What about you, Justin?
Yeah, I have a lot of tweaks installed. Just kidding. I actually only have one because I've been so busy with school, and my computer decided it was going to break.
Oh man, that's rough.
I had to take that in, and I'm getting it fixed, and it's just been a crazy week. So right now, all I have is iFile. I'm gonna be getting Activator, BioProtect. I'm gonna look through my recent changes list, all that kind of stuff, and download some stuff that looks good to me. I do want to download News of the World. That's going to bring the news app to my phone because Canadians don't get it without changing your region to American, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, that's going to be a nice tweak to have. And I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, I've seen a couple new things that have kind of caught my eye, but nothing major. So I'm going to take a look for sure. What about you, David?
Okay, so like Andy, I actually have, and I'm being serious this time, I actually have a lot of tweaks. So I'm like Justin, I'm being serious. I actually have a lot of them on my phone. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go down the list of some of them. I have Activator, obviously. I have Eternum Hives, which is a brand new jailbreak tweak that I think should be out. I'm not going to give it any ETA because I don't know for sure, but I would assume since the developer said that it's 99% complete that it will be out in the next few weeks. But I will definitely have shameless promotion, I know. I will definitely have a review up on my channel of the Apple attack. Oh. So I have Alkaline, I have Apex 2. So what Alkaline does is Alkaline will just kind of change the way your battery icon looks on your device. Apex 2, that basically lets you have like a folder inside of like an app, so you don't actually have to have that folder. It's like you can group apps by like swiping up on
just installed Apex.
Apps. Yeah, it's a really nice tweak. I have, what else do I have? Let me see. I have Barrel, which obviously that's a standard tweak. Everyone's got that when they jailbreak, as long as it's updated. I have, of course, Barry CA. I love that tweak. I can never get enough of it.
Me too.
Unfortunately, this is like actually the only time I've used it on my personal device because up until this point, I actually haven't had a Touch ID, a jailbroken Touch ID device of my own to mess around with, any tweaks, any Touch ID tweaks.
Oh, you must be having a field day with those.
Yeah. So Barry C8, I would say out of the Touch ID tweaks, that's probably one of my favorite. Also, too, I have BioProtect installed, which is also one of my favorite tweaks. And is that by Ryan Petrich or no? I forget if that's BioProtect.
Yeah, BioProtect, I think. Wait, I think Bio Lockdown is Ryan Petrich and BioProtect is Luis.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, yeah. So BioProtect I have installed. And then let me see. I'm just gonna go down a little bit further. I have Blurry Badges, which is actually really cool. So what this actually does is it'll actually take. So depending on the color of the icon, and if you have a badge on the icon, it'll actually color that badge the color of the app. So say you have Twitter, then and you have like badges on the Twitter app icon, then the badges will be blue instead of just a regular color. So I don't know, it's pretty cool. Then I have Blurry Launch, so that's pretty cool too because upon launch for certain apps, you can make it like blur and do a bunch of other stuff. I have, let's see, I have Harlem Shake, which is awesome. Let's see, I'm just going to go through.
Maybe I should explain what that is. Basically, you set an activator gesture and all your icons do the Harlem Shake. It's kind of crazy, but it's just really, it's awesome. It's just like an awesome, fun tweak.
If we could find it too, back in the day, I know Andy and I actually made, shameless promotion again. Me and Andy actually.
Jeez, you're just horrible about that.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, but I thought this was a good idea to mention this because people might want to see this in action before they install it on their phone. So there you go.
My video was before David's.
That's not true. You saw my video first. You're a liar.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put mine in the description first. Okay, wait. Okay. Continue. I'm just horrible today.
All right, I have Priority Hub, which is pretty cool, and that will like kind of just organize your lock screen notifications a little bit of a different way. So it's, it organizes them, which is pretty cool. Round dock makes your dock round. It does exactly what it says. Swipe selection. I know it's kind of a little bit weird, the reason why I have swipe selection installed. And Andy, I think you have this installed too, right?
I do, yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of a little bit weird that we have it installed, especially since in iOS 9, I don't know if it's just with the iPad and the iPhone 6S and 6S Plus, but with 3D Touch, I know on the 6S and 6S Plus, that you can move the cursor around by just 3D touching on the actual keyboard itself. So people might, wonder like why install this when you basically have the same functionality. Well, you also have that shift gesture, which the 3D touch by default doesn't have.
Yeah, basically you could just start swiping on the delete key or the shift, and it'll highlight text, and that doesn't really happen with the 3D touch. And also, like to be honest, this is just my opinion, but the 3D touch thing, it doesn't work quite as well as swipe selection does. I feel like swipe selection is a little more reliable, so I just prefer it.
Yeah. So I also have, let's see. So I have speed intensifier. It makes my icon animation, of course, faster. I have swipe home. So this is actually something that I like because this is something I miss from Oxo, is being able to swipe up to kill all of your apps in one fell swoop without having to go and kill all of them out.
Right.
You just swipe up on the home card and it just gets rid of all the apps. So that's one of my favorite tweaks right now too. And then to wrap up, I also have this new tweak that's actually pretty cool. I'm probably going to be doing a review on it. It's called 3D Touch to clear notifications. Basically, I actually have a lot of notifications, so this will probably be, I just never end up actually getting to clearing them, just because you have to go, hit the little X, then press clear, hit the little X, then press clear. And it takes time to do that. So, I don't know, I'm just lazy, and I never feel like doing
problems.
that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah. And I never get around to doing that, so I feel like maybe if I have this installed every once in a while when I have a lot of notifications, I'll just 3D touch and then get rid of all of them. So I feel like it's
what tweak was that, sir?
It's called 3D Touch to clear notifications.
It's super awesome.
That is a great name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you just 3D touch anywhere in the notification center, and it just says clear all.
Yeah, I'm gonna install that because
it's one of the first 3D touch tweaks.
I always forget to clear my notifications. Like it's such a pain for me that I just don't even bother. So if I had this, like, they got that from the watch, from the Apple Watch.
Yeah, I was gonna say the concept kind of seemed a little bit oddly familiar to me somehow. So
yeah, they got that from the Apple Watch.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Because on the Apple Watch, you force touch, and it pulls up that that little drop-down menu where you can get rid of your notifications.
Yeah.
Which is very nice.
Nice. Yes.
All right. Well.
There you go. That is what we have installed, and it's a continuously evolving list with me. I install all types of stuff.
Same here, and I mean, especially when Andy and I are doing, these types of videos, a lot of times, depending on some of the tweaks that we have installed, our list of tweaks changes because one tweak might not be compatible with the other, and it might be causing issues. So we have to go and uninstall that, which sometimes is a pain because you don't even realize sometimes what tweak it is. And then you have to go and figure it out and uninstall Cydia Substrate and then reinstall some tweak that you installed earlier. I mean, it's a mess sometimes.
Conflicting.
Yeah, it can be for sure.
Definitely. But, it's all worth it. And yeah, it's fun. It's just fun tweaking up devices. At least for me it is. I just like it. I don't know, I would say Tage is probably my favorite tweak now. Just being able to close apps like the way you used to in Oxo, just by swiping up. It's just, I don't know, it's so useful. I just love it so much.
I was also gonna say, actually, I do have Tage installed and I do use it. It's just I didn't want to make my section I didn't want to make it a lot longer than it was already because it was super long already. So I didn't want much longer.
Oh yeah. There's tweaks that we didn't even mention, but that's I think we all tried to include our biggest tweaks.
Yeah.
Our most used, but yeah, definitely. And again, in terms of new tweaks, there's again the 3D touch to clear notifications is definitely like a great new one. We also saw an update to CC Quick Pro, which I talked about. Basically, it allows you to customize your control center. I guess you couldn't really call that a new release because it's kind of like, it's just a continuation of the previous version, but brand new package. Also, one last new tweak that I just wanted to quickly mention is Lock Light. Basically, it allows you to quickly lock your device just by opening up the Spotlight view. Because on iOS 9, you could swipe to the right on your home screen page and it'll have a new Spotlight view. If you don't use that like me, it just turns that into a convenient way to lock your device. So.
Andy's a big fan of this.
Yeah, I love easy ways to lock the device because
I might actually install that. Yeah,
like a 6 Plus. It's kind of hard to hit the power.
Well, see, I actually turned Siri suggestions off because to save battery. So because I turned that off, and then plus the fact that I barely ever use Spotlight because I know where everything is on my phone. I have muscle memory of where everything is on my phone. I could literally tell you where every single app is on my phone. Because my layouts are fairly simple. I just put them in folders and I put all the apps inside the folders in alphabetical order. It's pretty easy to do. So I never use Spotlight, so I could actually see myself using this tweak a lot.
Oh yeah, it's so useful. It just becomes a reflex, just swipe over, done,
See, what I never really understood is why Siri app suggestions are called Siri app suggestions.
Yeah, me neither.
By Siri, is Siri just completely system-wide now that it took over your entire phone and isn't just a personal system?
I don't know. I think they just like to market it as Siri so that it makes Siri seem smarter.
It's just like I guess it's the iPhone tracking what apps you use most and making suggestions based off of that.
I don't like that. I don't want them tracking my apps. No, go away.
I know. Yeah.
So
Andy, you got to put on that tinfoil hat of yours.
I know. I don't like it, but to be honest with you, I've kind of given up because then they're probably just looking at everything I do.
Oh man, tinfoil hats and jailbreak bears.
It's kind of I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take my tinfoil hat off for the next few hours. So I have just one more thing I'd like to quickly mention, and this is Odysseus, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Odysseus OTA 2 has been released by Tim Starr, who's who's become a pretty reputable, developer or hacker in the jailbreak community.
By the way, I'm pretty sure it's Odysseus.
Odysseus? Okay, I don't really know what I'm doing, but either way, it's basically this tool allows you to downgrade from iOS 9 on your iPhone 5 and your iPhone 4S, I think your iPad 2 and 3, to 8.4.1, and I believe without SSH files, which is pretty crazy. So, yeah, basically you could downgrade back to any of these versions as long as your device is jailbroken using this tool. So it's crazy. It's crazy. So impressive that this is able to be done. Don't take my word for it about the SSH thing because I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, basically what this tool does is it allows you to downgrade your iPhone 5, your iPhone 4S, your iPad 2, or your iPad 3 from iOS 9, from an iOS 9 jailbroken state, it has to be jailbroken, to 8.4.1 without SSH files being saved, which is crazy. And this works because the OTA blobs, the SSH files OTA for 8.4.1 are still being signed by Apple. That's different from iTunes restores. So using this tool, you could kind of manipulate that to your benefit and downgrade. So it's crazy. So if you have one of these older devices and you don't like iOS 9 and you're jailbroken, you could downgrade now. We'll drop Tim Starr's video tutorial in the description down below. He provided a very nice step-by-step guide for you to follow. So.
And theoretically, could you not use his first tutorial or first thing that he made to go from 8 to 6 as well? So really, if you have an A5 device, or sorry, with the 4S, if you're on iOS 9 right now, you still have a way to get down to iOS 6.
Yes, and I believe his first tool doesn't work for the 5. But his new tool lets you go to 8 on the 5. But so you have a 4S, you can still go to 6, which is pretty cool.
I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the work that this guy has done because that is incredible. What an unbelievably talented. That's an incredible job to do on something like that. So
it kind of flies under the radar too, because it's not necessarily like it's not really mainstream. People aren't really talking about going to iOS 6.
Yeah,
it's a big deal, and
and another thing is that you kind of have to have some background knowledge about coding and all that stuff. You kind of have to know what you're doing, because this is not a one-click, situation.
Well, he has a video though. Like he watched.
Yeah, he watched it. My advice on this would be to watch the video. If it doesn't look like something you think you're capable of doing, don't try it. If it does, go ahead and try it.
Oh, and by the way, the one that does work right now is the one going from 9 to 8.4.1. I'm not sure if the older one for the 4S that lets you go to iOS 6.1.3. I'm not sure if that's been updated for 9. But
I'm saying with the 4S, if you're on 9, you can go from 9 to 8.4, and since that older one hasn't been updated, from there you can just go from 8.4 to 6.1.3.
Well, you have to be jailbroken though, and since there's not a jailbreak for 8.4.1.
Oh, you have to be jailbroken on the old one too?
Yeah, so basically how it works is it goes through OpenSSH, so you need to be jailbroken. But again, if you're on 9, you could go to 8, and you know what? All right, now that you've asked me this question, I need to figure out if the old one has been updated to go from 9 to 6.
I feel like the old one you don't have to be jailbroken though.
Technically.
I remember though, it's like OpenSSH.
Technically, if you do have to be jailbroken, you can still technically get it. Like, if you were a regular user, then no. But, like, if you were, like, a little bit more advanced and you knew, like, your way around stuff, I could see, like, because the 8.4.1 jailbreak is basically finished. There's just no one-click tool out right now.
Someone still needs to make it, yeah.
Yeah. So as long as you have a Mac and you know what you're doing with that, you're able to jailbreak 8.4.1.
Well, yeah, but you have to get. I don't know. That's iffy, dude. Because now we're kind of grasping at straws. Because you have to get the source code from somebody. You have to.
Well, it's on GitHub already publicly. He released it on GitHub publicly.
Yeah.
Well, either way,
I still think you're grasping at straws, though.
Yeah. Either way, you could go from 9 to 4. Oh, sorry, not to 4. Oh my God, from 9 to iOS 8.4.1. And I'm not sure about the iOS 6 one. I can't really figure that out. There doesn't seem to be any info online. But anyways, we just thought we'd share that with you. Anything else to add, guys?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about my situation with my iPod Touch 6th generation. So a little while back, I jailbroke my iPod Touch 6th generation on iOS 8.4, and I kept it on that. Through iOS 9, because I wasn't going to update it since I had the iPhone 6s and there was no public iOS 9 jailbreak, and it came stock on iOS 9. I didn't have that was really the only jailbreak device I had access to at the time. So obviously I wasn't going to update that, and I was kind of waiting for until when the iOS 9 jailbreak came out. I was like, should I do it? Should I do it? And I was really waiting until it was stable enough to the point where a lot of the tweaks would be supported. I wouldn't be having bleed or death issues where, randomly it would just crash and then it wouldn't boot up. So I haven't really had that issue just at all on any of my devices. So I don't know if that's like widespread or if that's just it happens to some people. But yeah, so I really haven't had that issue. But I actually decided to just restore completely on my iPod because I didn't really have anything important on my iPod anyway since I had used all of the footage that was already on there. I just restored my iPod altogether and then set it up new. And then after I set it up new, I threw it on 9.0.2 stock, no jailbreak obviously, and then jailbroke it using Pongdu 9. So yeah, so now I have a jailbreak on iOS 9.0.2 on my iPod Touch 6th generation.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Always good. I have my 6S on 9.0.2 jailbroken, and then my old 6 Plus from last year. I have that on 9.1.
Actually, I kept mine on 8.
Oh, really? Your old one? I don't know. I just like to have one device stop and then one device.
You know what? Because I figure, a few years down the line, if I want to sell it, it might be more valuable if it's on 8 because for whatever reason there might be people who want 8. So I kept it on 8. My 5S has stayed on 7. My 4S unfortunately was upgraded a while ago, so that's on 9. And then I have a 3GS that's on 5, and then a iPod 4th gen that's on 6. So basically I have every single iOS version from the last 5 years that I
cool.
have access to, which is kind of cool because I can use the old YouTube app on the 3GS. I can,
Well, didn't they pretty much like close up that hole in a sense where like you're not actually able to view
I
the
believe
old
so.
YouTube?
Yeah, I believe so. But it's still kind of cool to have the 3GS. I was thinking maybe as an experiment one day when I go down to the US, because I get separate SIM cards for my phone because of my 3GS, because of roaming charges and stuff. So I usually just get a SIM card from an American carrier. So I was actually thinking of just going down to the US and using my 3GS as my roaming phone. And seeing how that goes. I honestly think that'd be quite fun. I think that would be a very interesting experiment.
I think there was a test done. I think I remember watching this on YouTube. I don't remember exactly the YouTuber, but there was a test done where it was like, I think it was right before the 6S came out, and it was when it was the iPhone 6 Plus and iPhone 6 that were the most recent iPhones. And basically the challenge was for a week to just basically use the first generation iPhone as a regular stock iPhone, like they use on your daily usage, which was absolutely crazy because since it only goes up to what, iOS
3.1.3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So since it only goes up to, or is it even iOS? I think it's iPhone OS, right?
No, it's iOS. I think 3 or 2 was the first iOS because it's iOS.
Anyway,
okay.
Yeah.
So iOS, okay, so iOS 3.1.3. So not a lot of, if you know the App Store, not a lot of apps can even be downloaded. Previous iOS 7. So if you have anything before iOS 7, more likely than not, you're not going to be getting a lot of apps on your device. So 3.1.3 makes it extremely hard to find apps that'll run on the device because there's literally there's like millions of apps now in the App Store, but I really don't even know one app that doesn't have at least an iOS 7 requirement that I can think of that's good.
It's funny you mention this because I have an iPhone 2G on 3.1.3 and
really?
I haven't even looked at the App Store. This thing's in good condition, so I'm trying to just preserve it. I'm hoping it's going to make me a millionaire someday, but
I don't know about that. It was
yeah, but I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was the whole, you were trying to sell it to Justin, and then
for
that whole
$50,000.
But yeah, I think honestly, like if the I think the 3GS on a roaming trip, I think that'd be a good experiment. So maybe one of these days when I go to the US, I will do that, and then we can talk about it on the podcast. Because I honestly think that'd be quite an interesting experiment.
I mean, internet speeds have got to be just completely terrible.
It's funny. My mom actually still uses an iPhone 3GS.
How are the internet speeds? Does she ever complain about it?
Well, I mean, she doesn't know any better, so
yeah, I guess
nothing really to compare
I can just imagine your mom. Could you imagine your mom going from a 3GS to a 6S in Chicago with LTE advanced?
I can't. I honestly can't. Like that. It'd just be crazy.
That's that's a complete night and day difference.
It's like pitch black core of the earth, like space difference.
Yeah, your mom would never want to go back to that 3GS, dude.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know how she still manages with that thing, but hey, it works. It works.
Very true.
All right.
I think that wraps it up, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. So thanks to everyone for tuning in and listening. We'll be back next week with episode 16, and thank you guys so much for being with me today, Justin and David. And we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for listening.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We messed up a lot while recording this episode. Here are some bloopers, and as always, enjoy. And we're live! Alright, so we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jailbreak Weekly, episode number 15. And
Andy is being murdered by a cow. Andy, are you still with us, Andy? Have you been murdered by a cow?
I'm just barely hanging on, but I'm doing alright.
Andy.
Yes.
Andy.
Yes.
Hey, Andy.
Yes.
Andy. Hi. I'm gonna request a jailbreak tweak to our listeners on the podcast tonight. Specifically requesting the blocking of any YouTube links containing "This Is How We Roll" by Florida Georgia Line.
It'll be like the
I'm gonna make a tweet that bypasses that tweet.
Guys, I'm gonna make a tweet that bypasses the tweet that bypasses the tweet.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna come to your house and unjailbreak your phone.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna come to your house with a freaking chainsaw. Boom! I win.
How we disable it. That's
you know what I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna golf club your iPhone.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna put your iPhone in a paint shaker. That is how you live the 16-year-old lifestyle.
You roll.
Order pizza at 2 in the morning. No, just no, just no. Okay, just you have completely outstayed your welcome with that song, and that song needs to go die.
What do you mean outstayed my welcome?
That song.
You really have. I gotta agree with him. You really have.
It's not going anywhere.
Oh, it is. It is. It's going to my freaking blocked list.
What do you mean it's going to your block?
I'm going to
can't
request
block a sound.
I can block you.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
Oh, David's gonna fall asleep. Okay.
You want me to play Skip the Button Up again?
no. Okay. All right. No. Yeah. All right.
Coming to you live from I don't even know where anymore because my head is just so f***ed up. This is Jailbreak Weekly, episode number I don't even know.
You are there, Justin.
See, if you don't throw in at least one curse word, it doesn't make it fun to edit. It makes it so much better to edit if one curse word in there. I'll tell you.
I know,
that.
so like that. Okay, there you go. There's your fun for editing. There you go.
Whoa! What's going on, YouTube?
What is up, YouTube?
Okay.
This is Jailbreak Weekly, and I have decided to go vigilante on everybody here. I am this week's host, and today we have the co-hosts, because that's just what happens. Anyway, today we have the co-hosts, Mr. David Hoff and Mr. Andy
What's
Burns.
up?
So,
What's up?
wait. Let me just see if
I'm gonna play both of you.
You're hijacking the intro. That's the first thing. You're not even using the coming to you live, and you're reversing our last names.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, how about this?
What?
How about this? This is the new intro, okay? Jailbreak Weekly, welcome to Justin Whack, I am host your. But first, let's introduce the co-hosts. Today we have Mr. David Something and Mr. Andy Cowman. So guys, what are your guys' views? Because this is a huge, groundbreaking moment for the community. What is your opinion, Mr. Cowman?
That was perfect.
Okay, that's going in bloopers because that's great.
All right. I'll start. Here we go.
Okay, no pressure, Andy. No pressure.
Oh, I feel pressured now.
Oh my god.
I am a great co-host, aren't I?
Yeah. I don't know. Just kind of. All right. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? This is Jailbreak Weekly, episode number.
You can't do it to yourself. That's
David. Come on.
Not you, Andy. You're the only one that does the fucking.
Wow, I for myself. David, come on.
Because you've done that twice now.
You need to start taking our
yourself.
podcast more seriously.
Andy, wait. What was it again that you had? Just say it one more time.
So I do a video on the top 10 city of tweaks for iOS 9. So if you guys want to check that out, we'll drop it. I'm gonna mute you, Justin. 5, 4. Wait, Justin. If I mute
No,
you,
that was David. That was David. That wasn't me. Where did Annie go?
Oh, I don't know where I went. Justin, I'm just gonna mute you, okay? Seriously, like, say something in 5 seconds and you can't unmute yourself, or else I'm gonna do it. I'm serious. 5.
I can't
4.
unmute myself.
It doesn't sound honest.
I was gonna say maybe he's just saying that so you.
You have to scream it. 5. 4,
I cannot unmute myself.
Louder.
Oh my!
2.
Are you kidding?
I cannot unmute myself.
All right, I'm just gonna mute him.
Yeah. Okay, guys. All right. So thank you for listening. We love you. And we'll speak to you again next week. So thank you so much for listening. And I'm going to cut the broadcast in 3, 2.
Wait. Hang on.
Uh-oh. Annie's got.
Oh no.
No. Sorry. All right, go ahead.
I already know what you're gonna do.
No.
Or moo.
Or dun.
Or skip it about da.
All right, we'll see you later.
Oh my god. Okay, for real now. This is it.